part 2. But it's not just because I'm using these tools or that I have a high vision. It's that I have a purpose in life. And if I die tomorrow just living that purpose, which is just to bring the frequency up with whatever's happening, then I'm dying living on purpose. And I learned that I can do that in spite of this diagnosis. When I first got diagnosed, I had been vice president of the Center for Inner Peace for 15 years, and knowing that everything is in my mind, and that it's all an illusion for me to bring love to, not fear. And so I've already been doing so much groundwork. And when all of this went down, I said to my spiritual advisor, what happens when I can't choose anymore? And she said, you always have a choice. I don't care. Even Hitler had a choice. Everyone has a choice. And that's when I got empowered. And that's what I want to do, is empower other people. So yes, somehow or another, I keep getting all this good information that keeps me going. Somehow or another, I've transformed horrific situations. And for me, it isn't about me. It's about this high vision. Yes, I'd love to have a center or a place where people could come and get these tools. But right now, I'm living out helping people in the best way that I can without depleting myself. And it's not from the ego. I'm not making tons of money. I'm not attached to any of that. But my heart gets filled every time that I help somebody, or that I do what it takes to bring consciousness, to awaken the conscious field, to meditate and get quiet and get past this story. If I was attached to having a happy life, I would have been a success in my 30s. I was married to a lot of money, and we had a great lifestyle, and we adored each other. But it went sideways with a lot of alcohol and drugs. And so, boom, I got broken collarbone, beaten, so on and so forth. That could have been a sob story for the rest of my life. But I transformed it. I transformed it and empowered it and lived well at it and with it. I used to say the best revenge is good living. And I mean that in the softest way before I meant it in a forceful way. So for me, really, the bottom line isn't about anything monetary. The bottom line is just developing my soul to the highest capacity and taking as many people with me on this way of feeling this empowerment, of not living out that childhood stuff. Really just taking whatever happened and letting it become an asset and a value instead of a reactive response mechanism and a story for the rest of our lives. So I really just wanted to bring up the question and bring up the answer of why is a rhetorical question. If you ask why, you will never get an answer. You could have a million answers, but you'll never really know. But for me, I like to say, why not? Because then, if I'm holding this in a way that's for transformation and empowerment for the entire collective, which I have done, then amazing strength comes. They say that the universe will meet you more than 50%, and I have to agree so far. And so my vision is to share that. And my vision is living that out loud. And so my vision's already manifested now. So I feel really, really complete, healed, and whole. So am I diagnosed with a disease, or am I diagnosed with a purpose of living in spite of this horrible diagnosis and all of these horrible symptoms and all of these behavioral issues that I've overcome so far? And yet I know that that's facing me any day. It could be there any time. I see it rear its head when I get stressed. I see it rear its head when the conditions aren't good. So I do my best to nurture that. And there's a lot that I trade off. I don't get to go out and play like I used to. I don't get to go out and show up with all my friends and do all the stuff that everyone's doing in life. But I'm doing what I came here to do, which is to awaken to the conscious field and to bring along new information that's going to really feed our souls. This materialism and all of this stuff that was easy in this life for me this time, it never brought any satiation. I am satisfied with just helping light one candle, which means to see somebody turn complete horror into hope and have a plan of action to get on to the next level and the next level and the next level. And that to me is the most valuable thing in the entire world and the whole universe. And to give is to receive. So I'm just so incredibly grateful to be working with high-level teachers. My teacher just got done telling me that the minute that people start charging money for spirituality, it's materialism and it's tainted. And I agree with that. And I don't believe that I have to be poor in order to continue on with what I'm doing. But for right now, just reaching my hand out and being available, not a stomping ground, not a crisis center, not ready to take on all of the world's problems. But really, if someone's empowered or wants to be empowered and wants a tool, and I can throw out a life preserver and they're going to get on and get off, I'm in. If I'm going to throw out the life preserver and they're going to keep pulling me down, I'm off. So that being said, that's why. And I really hope that that inspires people. I know it inspires me to get up in the morning, brush my teeth, and do the next right thing.